Alright, let's get this. Alright, what is going on, Tube? It is your boy Super, or Smalls, or Alfie, or actually, you know what? I got this in, so it's that Paul Wall, baby. But if you can already tell, I know the backdrop has been the same in my monthly pickup videos, but today's video, I'm appropriately attire-fied with that Chicago, hey. That's the motto, hey. And you can see a Jordan box behind you, so it's all Jordan in this video. Yeah, so welcome to my top Jordan pickups that I picked up in 2016 for retail. Yes, I put the asterisk beside that for retail because I got 6 more Jordans over there that I bought on resale, so that'll be a separate video in of its own. And today's my top Jordans I bought for retail in 2016, and let's just get into it. When you think about it, I think 2016 for Jordan was a really good year. You know, they brought a lot of OGs and a lot of new colorways, and for me in 2016 I was buying a lot, you know, like a lot, and yeah, anything I really wanted to buy and anything that I liked, especially retail wise, I was able to buy, like these. So I'm very, very happy for that. Coming in at number 6, you got the Jordan 7 Bordeaux. Yes, I know this. I think this shoe came out in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. Funny story about this shoe, I actually missed out on this shoe, and I went to go line up because if any of you remember, Champs Canada was doing a restock of the shattered backboard, the original ones, the 1.0s. And they announced it on Twitter like the night before, so I saw that like on my way home from work, and I'm like, okay, shoot, I'm just gonna go to the Eaton Center, I'm gonna line up, I'm gonna hopefully get these shattered backboards. So I got a ride to the Eaton Center for my dad at like 5 in the morning. I got there, and man, the line was way long. You had people that were ready to camp there for 10 hours, and yeah, your boy wasn't gonna do it, so I waited and waited. And the store manager got there and he said, yo, we're not even getting shipment of them today. So everyone was pissed. Like the people first in line that were there since like 12 were pissed. They called up you know, Champs headquarters, like, yo, what the heck, how you gonna tell us there's a restock, you don't even have a shipment, you don't even have a product in? And yeah, so I knew these were gonna be there. It wasn't just a restock of the shattered backboard 1.0s, it was also, these were there, and I think some 9, like the Anthracite 9, things like that. I can't remember like the specific shoes, but these were there, and you know, I'm like, you know what, I missed out on these, so if I don't get the shattered backboards, I'll pick these up. And that's what I did. And funny enough, the shoes were supposed to come in on like a Monday or like a Tuesday. Well, we were told the shipment was never gonna come, but it came on the Wednesday. This is what the store manager told me, and they had them on display. So shattered backboard ones on display, and like people were walking by like, are these the shattered backboards? And then like at the time, Jordan brand was releasing like the 1.5. It was basically a Jordan 1, but the midsole had like the little indent in it, so people weren't really feeling it. People were like, is this the shattered backboard ones? And the employees were messing with them. They were like, nah, it's the Jordan 1.5s, no one wants those. And like people were like, oh, okay, so people left them. So they sat for maybe a couple hours, but people who knew, they knew, and they were able to cop shattered backboards, walk into a Champs, no problem. I mean, that's pretty dope. So anyone that was lucky enough to do that last year, let me know down below, because that's a come up, because that shoe is sick. I honestly want that shoe, but again, I'm not trying to play resale, even though I have paid resale heavy. But yeah, Jordan 7 Bordeaux, getting back to it. Very, very clean shoe. I love this shoe a lot. I know I don't wear primarily all black shoes, but this shoe I just have to make exception for. I know it's primarily all black, but as you can see on the tongue, it gets crazy on the tongue. And yeah, so actually I bought 2 pairs of this shoe. My first pair didn't have that crazy of a tongue. As you can see, the tongue wasn't super crazy as this one, and even this one isn't that crazy. My tongue was basically like militia color. It was like green, blacks, and yeah, that's about it. No blue, no yellow on it. So I'm like, man, what is a Jordan 7 without a crazy tongue? So I bought another pair. They had the Foot Locker in the Eaton Center, so I bought a pair from the Foot Locker there. And I was debating. I'm like, okay, so I'll return my less crazy tongue shoes to Champs, and then I kept them with the Foot Locker, which are these. So yeah, sorry Champs. I mean, I mess with Champs heavy, but at the same time, it's like whoever got the product, I'm going to. That's just how it is, yo, consumer life. But yeah, sick, crazy shoe. I love it a lot. As you can see, the bottoms are sick as well. They reflect the tongues. I love Jordan 7s. They remind me a lot of the 6. And yeah, it's a crazy, crazy shoe. Very happy to have in my collection. Jordan 7 Bordeaux. Coming in at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is a shoe that is numbered number 5. And much like the Bordeaux, they are primarily black too, and they are the Jordan 5 Metallics. Yes, absolutely classic and iconic shoe. Those of you who know about this shoe and know about just, you know, the history behind it and just OG, it's a very loved shoe, and I love this shoe too. Icy bottoms on it. Crazy Nike Air on the back. Actually lined up with one of my boys from high school to pick up this shoe. They sat for a little bit, you know. People be like, oh, these sat forever, but I mean the big sizes were sitting. I think people, you know, with average size feet, their size is sold out. But yeah, very classic, very iconic shoe. Definitely a shoe when I was in high school. I think this came out around the time I was in high school. I can't remember the last time these dropped, but when they dropped, whenever I saw them on someone's foot, I'm like, man, such a clean shoe. I really want to have it one day. I do like the 5s. The 5s are very comfy. The inner padding is very, very comfy. A clean, slick model. I love this, the shark teeth on them. The shark teeth is sick. The bluish tint that they're using right now, I think is it works very well with the shoe. I know you got red on it, little red hits, and that little that icy tint on the bottom. I think complements it very, very well. And just a classic shoe. I'm very partial to the classics myself, you know, like the Bred 4s, you know, the Bred 1s, what I got, like infrared 6s, things like that, varsity 6s, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, just a classic shoe, and a shoe that I love a lot. And when you mix in that classic with a sick colorway and sick execution, I mean, it's a no-brainer. And that's why I had to have these. Coming in at number 5, the Jordan 5 Black Metallics. Coming in at number 4 is a shoe I wear heavy, a shoe I wore a lot. Not my most worn Jordan, definitely not, but I think runner-up, if not third. And they are the Jordan 12 Francais Bleu, or Bleu Francais. I don't know the order in which you put Bleu Francais, but yeah. We're gonna stray away from the primarily black shoes and move into a primarily white shoe. And this shoe in that light looks sick right now. I'm seeing this in the light, man, it looks crazy. I love this shoe a lot. I think a reason why I really love this shoe is just because it reminds me a lot of the Cherry 12. I hope that releases this year, and I think it might. I think there's a very good chance that the Cherry 12 releases this year. And yeah, I mean, just it's basically a reverse cherry. The only difference really is, of course, the blue where there would be red. The carbon fiber on the bottom of these are red and black. On the cherries, I believe they're gray and black. And the inner sock liner is white on these as opposed to the black on the cherries. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's basically the same shoe. I love it a lot. I think they could have thrown a black sock liner on this and it would have made it pop off even more. I mean, a sick shoe regardless. I love it a lot. I don't know, the color blocking is really good. I mean, the leather isn't like outstanding, but I mean, it's very plush and very nice. There's no like McDonald's leather. Word to Hess kicks on that one. But yeah, just a sick, crazy shoe. I love it a lot. Pops definitely much so. I do like the 12. The Cherry 12 was a shoe I had growing up, so this definitely gives me that feeling of that. And when I get the Cherry 12s eventually, hopefully this year, it'll just bring that nostalgia all the way back. Me and my dad had a pair, so I might pick him up a pair too, although he does have the Flu game, so it's a very similar shoe. But regardless of that, so I love this shoe a lot. As you can tell, I'll wear it a lot with that creasing right there. Jordan 12 Francais Bleu, French blue. Alright, coming in at number 3 is a shoe that has sentimental value to me, a shoe that I would never sell. When we're talking not selling shoes in my collection, even though I wouldn't really sell any of my shoes, this is one of those. And they are the Jordan 11 Low Closing Ceremonies. Such a sick, crazy shoe, and honestly, a shoe I can't believe people let sit. I'm sure if this was a high, this would sell out instantly. I guess just the fact that it's a low, people let it sit. I think people love the Jordan 11 high so much that even a small alteration to their favorite shoe can turn them off to it, and I'm the same way. I mean, the Motorsport 4s are coming out this year, and I wish it had the Mars Blackman logo on it, and it doesn't, and it kind of turned me away to not buying the shoe, but I think I've come to the conclusion that I will pick it up. But yeah, I mean, just a sick, crazy shoe. I mean, look how that gold shines and shimmers, just like gold on a gold medal. I think very dope. Love how they put a black sock liner. It's very nice. They got leather on the upper as opposed to that quarter mesh, which I think is very dope. And that bluish icy bottom on it, black carbon fiber on it. Very cool. And the reason why this is so sentimental to me is because my mom and I have a matching pair. So I bought a pair of these. I bought her a whole bunch of like NMDs and things like that. And she picked one NMD, and then I'm like, oh wait, mom, this is actually the shoe that I wanted to match with you. And she's like, oh, I gotta have it. I think the gold definitely sold her on it. So I returned those NMDs and things, and I got a pair of these, and we've matched. So yeah, and she's gotten a lot of compliments on them actually. Yeah, she sent me a message on WhatsApp. She's like, oh, Alfie, I wore these today, and I've been getting rave compliments from peeps, not people, peeps. And this is the pair that's everyone's envy, these shoes. So yeah, sick shoe. I think if you missed out on it, I don't think resale's too high on it, so I think you can definitely pick it up. I think it's dope and fire as hell. Very nice. Again, if it was a high, instant sellout, instant chaos, instant madness. But I guess just because it's a low, people weren't feeling it, but I was feeling it. And this is number 3, the Jordan 11 Low Closing Ceremonies. Coming in at number 2 is honestly probably my most worn Jordan in my entire collection. And a very sick Jordan. A Jordan I actually wasn't even gonna buy until I was like, you know what, and I was just buying shoes. I'm like, yeah, I'll buy them, and if I don't like them, I'll just resell them, because I thought there might be a pretty good resale on this, and it's a decent resale, nothing crazy. And it is the Jordan 4 Cements. Iconic, absolutely iconic shoe. As you can see, I don't know if the camera's picking up, but very dirty. The creasing on the toe box is crucial. Yeah, I wore the hell out of these, man, a lot. I spilled vodka cranberry on I spilled vodka cranberry on this, as you can see. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but yes, I have spilled vodka cranberry on this. I've worn it out. As you can see, that inner sock liner is mad dirty. But Nike Air on the back and an iconic shoe. I don't know why. I wasn't really feeling this shoe, and it ends up being one of my most worn shoes. But for me, when I was seeing them in pictures, I was like, man, there's just a little bit too much white up here. And if you guys can already tell, I'm a sucker for color blocking, and I wasn't really feeling it based on the images. But honestly, just a really nice shoe, very comfortable. It's a flat bottom. The bottom is sick too. I think it works well for me because I'm flat-footed. I don't know if there's any relation, but for me, it's just a very comfortable shoe to wear, to run in when I'm trying to catch the train and stuff. Not to actually run in, but I'm sure you could. And yeah, long laces on it, because like some of my laces, like on my Jordan 12s, like the when I double knot, I like to double knot my laces, and the lace ends up being like this big. But this, as you can see, definitely a lot of room, a lot of wiggle room. This is double knotted too. Iconic shoe, man. Mike wore this, made it famous. Other than that, just a very, very nice shoe, speckling on it. Perfect shoe. I think a lot of people prefer this over the 2012 iteration. People were saying leather wasn't too good. There was no Nike Air on the back. And yeah, I'm very happy to have it in the collection. Of OG colorway. Wasn't hard to get for me in Toronto at all because All-Star Weekend happened and they released these early. Funny enough too, they released the Motorsport 4s early in New Orleans. But yeah, so by the time this shoe actually released on its actual release day, everyone already got their pair, so I mean, just easy for me. Regardless, sick shoe. I really wish I doubled up, honestly, because these are already beat to the ground and I kind of want to have a pair on ice. But I'll wear these into the ground. And coming at number 2 is my most worn Jordan, the Jordan 4 Cements. Alright, coming in at number 1 is a shoe I have only worn one time. It's a clean shoe. I was traveling when the shoe came out and I was still able to pick it up. Shout out to the good people at Chic in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Fashion Outlets Mall. They got me my Space Jams and they got me these. And yeah, just a fire shoe. This is one of the, I don't get a lot of reactions out of my shoes, but actually I got a reaction out of this shoe. I was walking with this shoe and I was like walking to work and walking out of the subway, and then I had my headphones in, so I wasn't really paying attention, but I saw it in my peripherals. A kid saw my shoes and I could see him noticing them, and he was like, oh, and I was like, oh, what's up? And he's like, nice shoes, bro. I'm like, hey, thanks, dog. So those shoes that garnered those reactions are the Jordan 8 trophies. I know people call these trophies, but out of the champagne and cigar pack, so I call these the champagnes, honestly, out of ignorance, but I'm calling them champagnes, so I pray that all of your pain be champagne. Trophies, cigars, whatever you want to call them. I call them dope 8s because these are dope 8s. My only 8s I have in my collection, and it's very different from your traditional 8. But yeah, such a sick shoe. I love the off-white on them, and these shoes got me excited. I was like, man, I'm gonna beat the hell out of these. I'm gonna wear these to work. These are gonna be my beaters. I've only worn them once, but I tried them on in store, and my real size is a 10. But in these, I got a 9.5 because I was trying them on in store and they were already creasing on me. So I feel if you looking to buy this shoe in the aftermarket, definitely, I think you could go half a size down. Depending on your foot, but for me, I think you could go half size down because I have wide feet and I was able to go half size down, and even then, like, look at the creasing. I mean, these things still creased on the kid. But regardless, such a sick and dope shoe. I love it a lot. Very different from your traditional 8 in where like you get the crazy pattern on the side of the 8s, you know how it is, but with this one it's just Michael Jordan's fingerprint and that glossy gold, which I like a lot. The bottoms too, you usually get that crazy pattern where you see the gold, but on these ones, it's just, again, that gold with the subtleness of Michael Jordan's fingerprint. That milky bottom is absolutely gorgeous and stunning. I love it a lot. A very comfortable shoe. I do like the inner liner for the 8s a lot. I mean, it's very comfortable. Yeah, sick, crazy dope shoe. Happy to have it in the collection. The Jordan 8 trophies. I'll give it up to you guys, the trophies. But yes, as you can see, a plethora of Jordans for retail. Were bought in 2016. I got a lot. You know, you got some darker ones, you got some lighter ones, you got some in the middle. But yeah, very dope. Let me know what your favorite Jordan of mine in 2016 was. Was it the Bordeaux? Was it the metallics? Was it the cements, the French blues, the closing ceremonies, or the champagnes? What was your favorite Jordan that you bought in 2016, or even now this year? What's your Jordan collection looking like? Things that you bought for retail. Save the resale comments because I got the resale ones coming up in a future video. Maybe not the next one because I'll throw a vlog in between here and there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, how you guys feel, where you're at in shoes. Again, this year is gonna be slow. I'm hoping I won't have to make one of these videos, as horrible as that sounds, because you know I'm trying to take it easy, trying to save for the future. Again, there's more to life than just shoes. You gotta be an adult sometimes. Just think about it and, you know, plan ahead. But hey, that's just a story for another day. While I'm still young and ignorant and reckless, I'm gonna be doing this a little bit, a lot slower. regardless, that was that. This is my top Jordans of 2016 retail edition, and I am out. Peace. Paul Wall, baby.